Borderlands 3. Their first major DLC has been announced with a release date and a trailer. Gearbox has revealed that the first piece of DLC campaign for Borderlands 3, the campaign add-on, is called Moxie's Heist of the Handsome Jackpot, and the DLC is slated to be released on December 19th. So the DLC adds a new galaxy destination with unique casino zones that are as gaudy and opulent as Handsome Jack would have always wanted. Moxie has a crew of her own players that you'll be working with, and the campaign missions will focus on the ultimate space casino heist. The DLC will be included in the Season Pass and the Deluxe Edition. And before I continue with more details on that, I was telling Joel before the show that I think everything after Borderlands 2 is has to hold on to Handsome Jack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he's the most compelling character in the whole Borderlands thing.
Yeah, he is.
Because he's good, he's bad, but you kind of like him, but you kind of hate him, but then you're like, oh, I like him. And then some games show him a more sympathetic light, like the Telltale games. So then you're like, oh, I kind of understand him. He's kind of funny. It's you're scared of him, you're turned on. You got all these emotions.
It's a lot of things. Yeah, he's a handsome man.
He's a handsome man, but it's a face taped on his face, so it's like, what the fuck's going on here? Some Michael Jackson type shit. It's like Michael Jackson, there's a lot of complex emotions there.
Yeah, but I mean,
Marky, are you okay? Are you okay, Marky?
Huh?
Marky, are you okay?
Oh, yeah,
are you okay, Marky?
I see what you're doing. I gotcha.
You've been hit by a smooth criminal.
Yeah, I can't stop thinking about the Chappelle thing with Michael Jackson. That's what the problem. The problem is every time I hear Michael Jackson, I think of the Long Gander.
Oh, the Long Gander.
The Long Gander, yeah, dude. It's like... Yeah. Anyway, I gotta stop thinking about the Long Gander.
Of underage anuses.
The Borderlands 3 DLC will have, main storyline, side missions, new crew challenges, new enemies and bosses, and will also include the return of some old enemies because, old Hyperion enemies. So, loader bots will be back.
Are we gonna get a new Vault Hunter?
I don't think so, no.
What the fuck?
I haven't read about that. There is a trailer and the article we will link down below.
Yeah, I saw in the trailer there wasn't no Vault Hunter. I was a little disappointed with that because I thought it wasn't how it was in the previous Borderlands game. Every expansion came.
It wasn't per.
It wasn't per?
It wasn't each. They did add them, but it wasn't each. Because if it was each, then there would be a lot more. I think they only added 2.
Really? I feel like... Really? Okay, maybe.
Well, because the Psycho...
I'm just off my fucking rocker.
The Psycho and the Necromancer, right?
Psycho, Necromancer, then they added somebody else.
No, that was it.
Really?
The other ones...
I'm a fake Borderlands fan.
You might be thinking of the heroes that are in the pre-sequel.
That's what I'm thinking of.
So that's
because that's a whole DLC in my mind. That's not a real game.
Yeah, it's not really
That's a DLC for Borderlands 2.
Yeah, it pretty much is. But so it won't. I don't think it'll include a new hero, but players can expect to find new cosmetics, customization items, weapon trinkets, an Echo device skin, and emotes, alongside the usual new weapons. Gearbox is also making Borderlands 3 free to play for a limited time on PS4 and Xbox One from November 21st to 24th. If you're interested in checking out the game before the content is released, if you haven't already picked up Borderlands 3 for its September release,
pretty good. It's a pretty good game.
We recommend it.
We recommend it.
I mean, I highly recommend it. If you have friends. Borderlands game.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna say if you have friends. If you have friends, I recommend it. I don't have friends that play games with me, so I don't recommend it.
I would just say that if you've never tried a Borderlands game, try it. Friends, maybe not. We both clearly played it for a while and still got bored of it.
That's true.
So
it's just a game that was made. It's you can tell it was made in a time capsule. It didn't learn from anything that came after Borderlands 2.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very much just this is more Borderlands 2. It's a Fallout 4 situation.
Yes.
Where Fallout 4 is just a prettier version of Fallout 3, where it's this isn't
But it's still not that Borderlands 3 is ugly, but Fallout 4 was still ugly in comparison to what was coming out at the
Borderlands,
time.
obviously the art style helps out a lot with looking
it
bad or not. But yeah, so Borderlands 3 is it's just Borderlands 2 on fucking roids, but that doesn't. It's not necessarily a good thing because it's not as tight and as funny. The characters aren't as good, obviously, because Handsome Jack, like we just said, they have to bring him back in the first DLC
and everything. Yeah, exactly.
So Borderlands 3 is a good game. I would recommend it if you have a crew. That's my recommendation.
That's a good recommendation.
Solo, I don't know. Solo is very bored. I played it solo. I was just listening to podcasts the whole time.
Yeah. We just listen to our own podcast.
I was just listening to the heads up on
the
repeat.
whole time. Yeah. But the developers also announced that with the upcoming content update, that adds both Takedown at the Maliwan Black Site and Mayhem 4. Takedown is a new raid-style challenge for co-op parties, while Mayhem 4 adds twists to the Mayhem system by removing player penalties and instead applies 2 random modifiers. Gearbox is also planning Mayhem 2.0, a long-term effort to overhaul the Mayhem mode with better user interface support, new modifiers, playlists, rewards, and additional levels. This is planned to be released sometime next year.
Mayhem 2.0.
Basically extending your end game playtime.
Brought to you by Gatorade.
More stuff for you to do post game.